Max Pax has made his return. We have Fiant, we have Forjumi, we have Geralt, we have Nikic, who just got walkover, so Nikic is not here. Unfortunately, we have Showtime, Cristiano, and many other players. Again, the bracket is so large, it takes a while to really get through it, so I do apologize, but we have our next matchup. We have our next series, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, going for a 15-15, we have the Polish Zerg player, the red Zerg representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Snoxtar. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the green Zerg player representing Team 3D Clan. It is GgMaChine. And I'm excited because I don't really know how to compare these players. I do think that Snoxtar is cheesier than GgMaChine. I do think Snoxtar is a more aggressive player, but I think I rate GgMaChine a little bit higher as a more well-rounded general player. But it's hard to say, and it's hard to really pick a favorite player because it's a ZvZ, and it's a 15-15. So what this traditionally would mean, 15 hatchery into a 15 spawning pool, delayed gases here at a Snoxtar. This usually would lead into 2-base roach. Because the gases are so late, Ling speed is going to be quite delayed here for Snoxtar, so it's not worth investing. It's worth skipping Ling speed, walling up here on 2 bases, and getting ready for 2-base roach instead. So Snoxtar is going to be trying to skip the Ling Bane portion of the game. Meanwhile, GgMaChine, standard opener, hatch gas pool. Hatch into gas into pool here from GgMaChine. With this, he will have a faster Ling speed timing, will have a bit of a more economic start here overall, and it's going to be on him to gain map control, take a 3rd base, and maybe try to break Snoxtar on 2 bases, or again, more or something that's a little bit more standard would just be to take an economic lead instead. We'll see how that dynamic does play out. We go. And so now we're just going to be joining up. There's that Ling speed that we spoke about here. Again, it is going to be well underway for GgMaChine. Because it's going to be so late for Snoxtar, there are some players that do opt to skip it, but no, we do invest into Ling speed. Okay, Snoxtar. There is going to be a small window where he's going to be down in Ling speed over his compared to his opponents. He is walling up. So, a couple things, and I'm excited. This opener does typically lead into walling up on 2 bases and going 2-base roach. And that is what we are showing, by the way. We are revealing 2-base roach, as we mentioned at the start of the game. But if we're going 2-base roach, we would skip Ling speed. And GgMaChine knows this. And upon seeing the wall off, he should skip his Bailey Nest. We should be seeing Evo Chamber and a Roach Warren as well from GgMaChine. Because he skips his Bailey Nest, he will be vulnerable to a Ling Flood. And that is where Snoxtar has the option to go for a Ling Flood himself. And there it is, +1 melee. +1 melee is on the way. Ling speed is finishing. Because we're rushing into Ling speed in such a fashion, he is going to be Ling flooding his opponent. And basically what's happening here is that Snoxtar is faking 2-base roach when really it's a Ling flood. And because he's faking 2-base roach, no Bailey Nest here from GgMaChine. There it is, +1 range is on the way. You can see that GgMaChine, he's getting ready for Roach v Roach. I spoke about how 15-15s usually lead into a player skipping the Ling Bane phase of the game. And technically we are, but not the way that we thought. So GgMaChine is vulnerable, and Snoxtar is going for an all-in. He hides the Bailey Nest in the main base, he's massing Lings here on 2 bases, and soon he will pull the trigger. And GgMaChine has no idea. Not yet. Does have an Overlord, he can try to go into the main base, but he hasn't scouted yet, he doesn't know what's going on. And GgMaChine, he's about to be caught with his pants down. He's droning. He's droning, he's taking his gases. Now he throws down the laid Roach Warren. He's going for a lair as well. GgMaChine, he is not ready. And here we go. We send it. We send the boys across the map. Lings are flooding out. We fully wall off. Spine Crawlers are on the way in a panic. And GgMaChine, it may just be too little too late. The Ling Flood has arrived. We're focusing down that Evo Chamber, and it should be falling. We're getting on top of the Queen. The Spine Crawlers are on the way. Lings are amassing here for GgMaChine. No, never mind. There we go. We've got Roaches on the way. Roaches, they are on the way. Ooh, we bust on in. The wall has been broken. The Queen is going down. The boys are being pulled. The Spine Crawler, it's not going to finish. And we are here to end the game. We're here to deal critical damage. We dive on top of the Evo Chamber. We do deny +1 range. The Queen is going down. Roaches are amassing. Roaches, they are amassing. Going to try and break on through. The Banelings are being focused down. Good target firing, but we get in. We get in nonetheless, and drones are falling. We get 15 worker kills, and Snoxtar, he takes a massive worker lead. Bearing in mind, he does have his own Roach Warren. He can make roaches to defend. GgMaChine is down to 18 drones. Snoxtar, he's got 37. He has double the worker count. Third base is now on the way for Snoxtar. Again, he's amassing Ling Bane. Should be making roaches defensively back at home as well. Making use of his own Roach Warren. And now GgMaChine, now he is all in. The counter all in here from our green Zerg player. We dive on top of the third base. We get us around. We're going to be forcing a cancel. There it is. The cancel is done. Banelings, they try to roll in. Good target firing here out of GgMaChine. He gets both Banelings. There's one Baneling left. Ooh, and we pull back a little bit too far. The roaches are going to be targeted down. We have the one Baneling rolling in. It's being focused down, and it does not make it into the main. GgMaChine, he breaks into the middle line. Drones are falling, and Snoxtar again. His Baneling micro, his Baneling control was just a little bit too subpar. But there we go. We have Banelings rolling into the main base. Oof. Yeah, drones are falling. The roaches are still alive as well. Where were the defensive roaches? They weren't here. And GgMaChine, he's bouncing back. He's bouncing back again. A fumbled, a blunder defense here from Snoxtar. It was in the bag. He dealt the damage he was looking for. All he had to do was survive. But he just opened the door for his opponent. The Lings, they flooded in. Banelings were out of position. And with that, Snoxtar, he is now all in. Let's go. We're going for the counter all in. How many roaches do we have? 5. We have 5 roaches. Really nice positioning here in the mineral line as we wedge ourselves in between the gas and the mineral line itself. We dive on the army. Ooh, we get us surrounded the roaches. And the wall. The wall is barely up. Oh god, that Morphic, yeah, the Ravager is not going to finish. Banelings, they will crash in. Boys are being pulled, and Snoxtar, he's getting a lot of economic damage done. Boys, they are falling. We dive on top of the reinforcing roaches, and it looks like now it's GgMaChine's turn to be caught with his pants down. He did a lot of damage across the map, but he just did not have enough at home to defend. Didn't have any spine crawlers. His roaches were called out. XD. XD in the chat. GG gets called, and Snoxtar takes game number 1. Whew. GG. One player all-ins, then the other, just the the momentum swinging from one player to the other. GG. In the end, Snoxtar does come out on top. Oh, was able to pull off the third all-in of the game. And catch GgMaChine being a little bit too greedy and droning a bit too much. Yeah, I'm looking at the droning graph here, and was just a little bit too greedy towards the end. He was droning as he had dealt a crippling amount of damage. And now we're getting into game 3. Oh, sorry, game 2. In my brain, I'm like, no, yeah, we're tied up 1-1. Because in my brain, both players have died already. But now we're getting into our next game. Let's go. Settling into game 2. And we'll see who is able to bounce back. See if he's able to bounce back. And here we go, we're getting into that second game, and we're loading into Side Delta, and spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have our red Zerg player from the land of Poland representing Platinum Esports. It is Snoxtar. Leading the series 1-0, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent, we have the green Zerg player representing Team 3D Clan. Down in the series, looking to bounce back. Can he, though, as the pressure is on? It is GgMaChine. And again, that last game was a lot of mind games going on when it came to Snoxtar's build. Again, as we mentioned, is going gas first. Okay, I spoke about it at the start of the game, at the start of the series, about how Snoxtar, he's a much more aggressive player here in this matchup. It is going to be a gas pool hatch opener here. Really fast gas. Leads into fast Ling speed, should lead into a Bane bust. This can lead into a Bane bust here if we stay in gas after a 100. So we'll keep an eye on Snoxtar. GgMaChine, likewise, opening up aggressively as well. Okay, let's go. Now, GgMaChine went pool gas. He went for a pool first into a gas geyser. Snoxtar went gas, then into pool. Both players are getting their natural bases at around the same time, but in a different way. Where Snoxtar will have faster link speed and faster gas in general to lead into either banelings or roaches. Meanwhile, GgMaChine will have faster lings and faster queen production. As you can see, 6 lings are already on the way, and ling speed is on the way for Snoxtar. That's the advantages and disadvantages of each other, but regardless, because they both delayed their hatcheries, this is pretty similar. Like, the differences are negligible, and we're pretty neck and neck. Like, ling speed is comparable, the ling army is pretty comparable as well. The question becomes, we haven't pulled out. We have not pulled out of gas, and GgMaChine has. Which means Snoxtar, he should be gaining access to either a Baneling Nest or a Roach Warren. Short switch got, there it is, Baneling Nest is on the way. Baneling Nest is in production. It's going to be a Ling Bane all-in out of Snoxtar. GgMaChine, he's going for only pure Ling. So Snoxtar will have the advantage as long as he has the control on his side, as long as he can micro. He will have a pretty big lead here in this game. Neither player is droning. GgMaChine is Ling flooding. He's building up his Ling count back at home. You can see him here, just massing Lings. Likewise, so is Snoxtar. But again, basically, it's a Ling all-in out of GgMaChine, Ling Bane all-in from Snoxtar. Lings, they do come in first round. They are going to be deterred. Ling speed about to kick in here for Snoxtar. Yeah, he's going to be able to chase this down. Yeah, Lings are taking a lot of hits. At the same time, we do try to dive on top of the Queen. We tried to, but unsuccessful there as reinforcements, they come in just in time. Banelings, they're finishing up. Oh no! They do finish up. And how good is the Bane control here from Snoxtar? As he does try to dive on in. He does get on top of the Queens, but the Banelings, they're being targeted down. Not the best connections from Snoxtar. He's got one Baneling left. He does sit by the Queen. Decent connection on the Lings. At the same time, though, we're catching reinforcements. GgMaChine, he did skirt around the edge of the map. There is one Baneling on the way. It's almost done. Big connection. And we're busting into the main base. Drones are going down. This is becoming too much. Snoxtar is snowballing out of control. His Lings are being cleaned up, but he gets 8 drone kills. And he has double the worker count of GgMaChine. And remember, we still have Banelings on the way. Oh, Snoxtar pulling and dragging the Lings away, buying time for the Baneling. He's buying time. Lings, they do slip in. They get one more drone kill in the natural. Baneling is now done. Oh my god. And there it is. GG. Snoxtar will take the series 2-0. GG, Bob. GG, well played. Congratulations here as Snoxtar will take the series 2-0, cheesing GgMaChine out. Just non-stop aggression, both in Game 1 and Game 2. This is what I expect out of Snoxtar. And this is the case with Snoxtar in every matchup, not just against Zerg. Again, I do consider GgMaChine maybe a better well-rounded player, but specifically in the ZvZ where things can be a little bit more chaotic, Snoxtar, he thrives the best here. He thrives the most. Congratulations.